like seriously annoyed about this, okay? So I'm in my mom's house. I am grubbing because my mom cooked really good food and like she threw down, okay? So I'm like, my sister comes home from work and I'm like, hey little sis, what's going on? You know, tell me what's up. What's going on with your new guy? She's like, well, we have the exact same birthday and my little sister's a Taurus. So I'm like, okay, so May 11th? And she's like, yeah, so I had to walk out the kitchen because I couldn't take it. I'm like, no. And I feel bad because I don't want the Taurus men that like watch my videos to think that I'm like totally against Taurus men because I'm a Taurus woman. But I know like dating Taurus people is really, you're going to be on an emotional roller coaster. So I'm like, cancel that. Like Martin said in, what movie was that? A Thin Line? Cancel that. No. But my mom was like protecting the guy, like, no, he might not be that bad and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want my sister going through it. I'm Taurus Barbie. I talk to a lot of women every day about Taurus Barbie, about Taurus men. So I just had to share that, like, what do I do? Like, this is my little baby sister. This is my little boo. And I'm just like, no, leave my sister alone. Go get someone else's sister. No, but really, I don't want him to get anybody else's sister. I just really want things to be like, okay, I don't want her to go through the Taurus BS. So I text her because my mom was like interfering, and I'm like, you know what, E, I just don't want you on this like emotional roller coaster that Taurus man will put you through. She's like, I'm already starting to feel it. But don't get it twisted, because Taurus women do, you know, Taurus don't like weak people, I think. Like, if you need help, like, we'll help someone who's like down and out, or somebody who is like, we don't like weak people, we don't like pathetic people. We want you to toughen up, be strong, because we're a bull. So that's why a lot of Taurus men like women that are strong and that don't chase them and that like have their own lives. So they don't want you to say how much you love them and how much, because they don't want you to seem pathetic. Which, not necessarily you're being pathetic, but you have to let them chase you. And I've said that seriously about Taurus men. Like, they have to chase you. So I don't want her playing like the game. Plus, she's already a Taurus, so it'll be like clashing. But I just had to drop that. I'm doing a little series. I don't know if it's called a series, but I'm definitely doing the thing with the little reality show, just to give you girls something else to watch. Like, most of it may seem like it's kind of tough, and I'm talking about rap and da 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 da, which I am, because I only wanted to capture like the moments where like I'm kind of turning into Shia, Vanessa, because that's the rapper in me. And I just thought that that's like probably the most interesting part of, I'm not gonna say of my life, but other than that, like, I'm working on Taurus Barbie, drinking wine and chilling and reading articles and doing like really girly stuff. So I wanted to give you guys something interesting. And it's probably still kind of boring. Like, I'm doing like a lot of like 5-minute clips where, you know, like, I don't know. But that is it. I just wanted to tell you guys, I'll keep you posted. Like, if the Taurus guy fucks with my sister in the wrong way, I'm in Minnesota. You know how I want to go, like, wherever you are, like, to, let me call this girl, actually. I'm going to call her back. I forgot my code. I got to call her because she just called me and I felt bad. So I got to call her back. She's in Spring, Texas. Let me see what's really going on. See what's really good in the hood with her.
Hey.
Hi. You busy? Now you're busy, huh?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you good? Okay, so you're in the middle of a live recording, I just wanted to tell you that I haven't forgot about you, and I'll call you back unless you want to talk. But I can call you back because I'm like, let me call her because this is gonna be like another maybe 20 minutes because I have to upload it and stuff. But are you okay?
Yeah. No, I mean, even if you needed, like, anything like that, like for the chicas or anything, like, I'd be totally willing to.
If I needed what for the chicas?
Like, I thought that, for a second that I understood that you were, like, recording this to put it, like...
No, I'm live. It
channel.
wasn't... Right, but it wasn't... I'm just in the middle, and I thought of you, because it's been a lot going on lately, so I called you. But if you want to... Because normally when I do a live call, the beginning of it, I call you and we talk. But I've already been kind of talking. But, like, if you want to vent and say something to the chica, totally. Like, we definitely need that. You know, like... I was just telling them right now that my little sister is dating a Taurus man deep in the heart of a Taurus. Like, he's May 11th. So I was kind of pissed off about that. And then I thought about, like, calling you because I looked at my other phone. So,
right.
Do you want, like, do you have something to say about them? Like, have you, to them, how have you been since then?
How have I been since then?
Yeah. Like, are you holding up? Like, is everything good?
I feel that whenever we give ourselves so much up for them, for these men,
yep,
that we get so involved around what they do like, what they don't like, trying to tiptoe around them.
Yes.
That we forget to live for ourselves, and we forget that if they are. That the reason why we got their attention in the beginning was because they know we were trying to get attention.
Right.
Which means we were.
Right.
Which means that we were being ourselves.
Right.
So we start, once we realize that we catch their attention, that's when we begin to trip.
Oh my goodness, you hit it right on the head. With that, you lose that confident part of you, you know? You lose who you were in the beginning, and that's what they were attracted to. But then we become, everything's about him, and we lose ourselves, and it's a turnoff because that's not who they met. They want you to stay confident. They want you to have your own life. But then, like you just said, we flip it over, and our life becomes their life. Like,
exactly.
Or their lives becomes our lives. You know, just
Yeah,
like it's crazy. But at the same time, I can't blame us, and I always do this because we want to find somebody. We're women. We want to be loved. We want, and the minute we find that person, we're like, oh, I can lay my guards down. Okay, here I am. Here's all of me. Here's what I have to offer. Da. But then they're like, wait, hold on. I'm not ready yet.
Yes.
And you want them to be ready, and they're not ready. And a lot of it is their ego is fed, because men do like to chase the cat. So once you say, here I am, they're like, wait, I still wanted to chase you. I still wanted you to treat me like this. I still wanted to call your phone. I wanted to chase. But a lot of women don't have time for BS. We're mothers. We're working. We're taking care of our households. We're going to school. We're boss chicks. You know what I'm saying? We're hot girls.
Yeah.
Like, and then now you want to play games after you pursued me?
Exactly.
That's so disgusting.
Yes. And I mean, and like in this case, I've been always on top of everything, and I think that maybe he got to a point where he didn't like it anymore, and maybe he wanted to maybe he just lost interest or something, because as I said in the voice messages, he said that he lost desire, which to me is bullshit, because that same day before he told me that he had lost the desire, I asked him.
Right.
If he still liked me, and he said yes.
If you have to ask a man if they still like you, then it's time to move on anyway. I don't want to wonder if you still like me, because you should be showing me. I shouldn't have to feel that way. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't like.
I know
like,
what you mean.
Like, I don't like that part. Like, I didn't have to ask you if you liked me when you were blowing my phone up in the beginning and sending me fucking smiley faces and asking me how my day was. But this is the thing. You know what? It's not our problem to try to figure out the puzzle. Look,
you know what? That's so true. That's so real. That's true.
It's not our problem, man. Like, we get so wrapped up and we're really giving them too much credit. Like, who are you anyway, you funky little dude?
No, and that's where we mess up. We give them too much credit.
When we give them too much credit, like, you're not my husband. You haven't, like, moved a mountain. You haven't, like, paid my mortgage for 3 months. Like, who the fuck are you?
No.
So, you know, I'm glad you said that. That is, like, a really deep message. Like, be who you are in the beginning. As soon as some men, if you tell them, you know what, I like you and I'm starting to fall for you, you run because I'm falling for you. Isn't that what you wanted? Or you wanted to play little kid games the entire time?
Well, that's exactly where I am right now. Because even though, like, I know this happens to 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, age does not matter. But in my case, it, like, because I know that it depends on the kind of man that they are. It's a lot about their character.
Right.
But in my case, I mean, we're still both young.
Right.
We still, like, we're, you know, like, we still have a lot to offer to ourselves. I mean, not to the people. Like, to ourselves by building our careers and building our future and focusing on our goals. That I feel like but I opened myself to the idea of having him in my life because I don't like to bullshit.
Right.
And that's what gets me mad, Barbie, that he thinks that I played him and I'm the one that lost him and I'm the one that lost here. When in reality, the whole situation to see where this would go or that game that we were doing to each other or that test was to see what kind of persons we were.
Right.
And even though like I told him, even though he didn't give me a reason to test you, I had a right to test you because you don't give me the attention that I want. You don't tell me where we're at. You know.
You know what I think? I think that we have an emotional guide. We have something that...
Intuition.
We definitely have our intuition. We have something that tells us, okay, I can't even. I just saw, I can't. But we have something that says, you know what? You can feel it. Like, he's full of shit. He sent me the voicemail. Fuck him. But we still let our ego come into it and let him bullshit even more and even more.
Yeah.
It's ego. Because you're like, who are you to do me like this? It's ego. And the person who has the least interest is winning. Like, now he feels like, oh, I'm the greatest in the world. And you're not. But that same guy will go get played by a girl who's like, yuck, you're so gross. And he will love her to death and try to marry her. And she won't even like him.
Yeah.
But when you got to be careful who you give yourself to. And there's always red flags.
Right. Absolutely. You see, the reason why I see what he's doing through that. Like, I try and explore it to him. I even tell him, I was like, well, what are you going to do with this? I was like, why are you skipping to the part where you just have to, you're not being reasonable, you're not being flexible about giving
because he doesn't have to anymore. Because now he's cocky. He's like, I got her. I don't have to do anything anymore.
Exactly. He gets like that. He's like at the point where I don't owe you anything.
Wow.
I don't need to give you anything.
Wow.
You and me are nothing. You and me are this. When before he used to tell me that he wanted to care for me and that he wanted to take care of me. He never told me he wanted to be my boyfriend. He never told me, but Barbie, come on, like grown up adults, Do you not know that when you start talking to each other like that and you start expressing to each other like y'all are of each other?
Right.
Isn't that something?
Yes, it is.
Like